going on? It's your boy Jake Pizzy. We're back with another video. Listen, I have been doing so much testing with this Branded Bystial deck. I'm so excited to show you guys this replays. Make sure to subscribe down below, like, comment, but please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1K. We're almost there, right? We're at, I think, like 661. There's so much content that I have for you guys. I don't just upload content as soon as it drops. I actually sit with the decks. I do my research. I play with them, play test so much just so I can perfect them to show you guys my deck list and my version that I think works the best. I have a pretty success rate with the mirror match. We're talking about Branded Bystial with the new Bystial cards that came out. Shout out to Konami. Thank you so much for this new pack. The climax of the showdown is here, guys. Make sure to subscribe below and let's jump straight into the replays. Remember, 50 likes, and we're gonna drop a deck list combo video where I give you guys the tricks, the tips, all that stuff. But for today, we're just doing the replays, right? 50 likes. Let's run through them, okay? Alright boys, we're here, game 1, right? Make sure to subscribe down below. Oh shit, this win rate, oh that's cute. Anyway, so we're up against Spright. They're going first, you know. Spright got the upgrade, they got Sprint in their deck, so, you know, they're doing some stuff. Do I want to see this win rate thing? I don't really like how it's on the screen, so let's change that real quick. It's somewhere in the settings, I believe. Where is it? Card effects, card reports, right? I think it's this, right? We just hit hide and we should be good, right? It should hide. Okay, perfect. So he's gonna do a whole bunch of combo stuff. I haven't done any research on Spright, so I don't know, you know, what this combo stuff means, but I have done my research on Branded. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna go ahead and normal summon Aluber. He's gonna go ahead and bust the Ash on us. Nothing we can do about that. It's cool. We ain't tripping. We have Branded Fusion in hand, but I want to bait out this carrot, right? So we don't get our Branded Fusion negated, and we know he has red engraved, so he's gonna be able to bring back red with Spright, with Elf. Why did I say Spright? With Spright Elf, right? So now he has red negate. We just got him to use his carrot. Branded red doesn't get popped because he didn't send Melfi. He should have sent Melfi. This guy is probably the worst Spright player I've ever played against, bro. You should have sent Melfi, but I think he was holding the Melfi send so he can use Sprint's second effect, where if another monster is special summoned with this card is on the field, you can detach one material from an XYZ monster, then target that card and return it to hand. So he never uses this effect. Now, I do wonder why it didn't proc for him, but he never uses this effect in this duel. So anyway, so we're going to go for our Branded plays here. We go ahead, activate Branded Fusion. We're going to dump McCourier. Shout out to Konami. This pack is so amazing. Rindrum is finally here. With Branded Lost, we're going to be able to search Cartesia. I'm going to show you guys the deck list at the end of the video. If you want to see the combos, make sure to subscribe below. Make sure to like, make sure to comment. I'm going to be dropping the combo deck list video as soon as this video gets to 50 likes. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. So here we go. We're going to activate our Albion to try to dump. Well, the dump does happen, but he still negates the Albion. I don't understand why. This guy's an amateur Spright player. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Theater and go into Chimera. This allows Chimera to get a pop, and we're gonna be able to use Blazing Cartesia later, right? Because Sorinair is gonna be able to send to the graveyard, which means that we have Retribution and another card in graveyard. So we get to draw 2. We go ahead and pop his Sprint. Retribution, add back Branded opening. Yes, this is big brain plays, boys. Big brain plays. Now, why did we do this? Because we want to get Dramaturge on field. And then we use Cartesia plus Dramaturge to go into our Chloritis to make everything that he controls into 0 attack points. Now, he's still here because he has evenly matched, right? Usually, if your opponents are staying after you combo off this much, it's because they have evenly matched. So, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get his life points as low as possible, and then we have the Rindrum. If he evenly matches me, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave Rindrum on field and then be able to beat him, right? So there's the evenly match coming down. I predicted it. I knew it was gonna come. So we have Imperm in hand off of the draw from Chimera, and we have Rindrum. So he's gonna go into his Spright plays, special summon Pixies, I think he normal summoned Cat, and then he's going to go into Gigantic. We have the Rindrum. Rindrum is going to negate the Gigantic and then bounce Gigantic back to his extra deck. So now he has no cards. Now he's just going to back out and leave, right? So this is game 1. As you guys can see, we broke through a full Spright board. Talk to me nice, okay? On to the next duel. Okay, so we're running through all the decks that came out, right? So now we're going on to Dogmatika, I think this is. This deck was a Dogmatika deck, right? So he's gonna go ahead and activate Dogmatika Matrix, whatever that card is. We're just gonna go ahead and ash that. It has a pretty cool artwork, I'm not gonna lie, but the effect is very annoying. Him being able to look at my extra deck. Anyway, so he's gonna go ahead and dump Titaniclad. And he's going to normal summon Ecclesia. I think he normal summoned it. Yeah, he did. And he's going to go ahead and search out Dogmatic Calamity. Okay, and then Calamity is going to activate. We're going to go ahead and activate the Max C off of that, just so we can get some draws. He's going to be able to special summon his Alabazoa, Dogmatika Alabazoa, but we're going to go ahead and imperm that just to be able to stop him from being able to yank my extra deck, right? Because we don't want that right now. That's not a good look. Okay, so there we go. He's going to go ahead and send my Chimera from my extra deck. Worst send possible, right? So we're going to go ahead and Sorneer his Ash Dragon so that he doesn't get to special summon in the end phase. And then we're going to normal summon Aluber, try to go for our branded plays, but he's going to go ahead and Veiler me, which is fine. It's completely fine. We ain't tripping about the Veiler, right? We'll just go ahead and play through this and hope for the best next turn. So we're going to go ahead and activate Foolish Burial, send Lubellion. Lubellion is going to special summon by tributing our Sorneer. Sorneer is going to activate. We're going to go ahead and dump. So we dump Regain, and then we activate Sorneer to special summon after setting Branded Beast to field. Sorry about that, guys. I'm talking too fast. We're going to go ahead and use Branded Beast to pop his Alabazoa and then attack into him with Albert and our Lubellion, and then Beast is going to be able to set Regain in the end phase, right? So now our opponent has 3 cards. Let's see what he has. He's going to go ahead and activate Photon Sanctuary. That's not really going to do anything. We're going to be able to activate Regain because he special summon or normal summon and bring back Sorneer. And then he's going to go ahead into Ecclesia and then try to search his Dogmatika Matrix. We're going to go ahead and Branded Beast that because Konami is so smart. Because this card is a continuous spell, guys, if you pop it when it gets activated, the effect doesn't go through because the card is not on field anymore, so it's not continuous anymore, okay? So keep that in mind. It's not like your regular spell or trap cards where you activate them and then they activate even if they get popped, right? So continuous spells, they leave the field. You can't do nothing about that, right? So he just backs out because he sees the writing on the wall. We could have gotten over his 2 photons easily and popped them on our turn if we really wanted to, right? So he just backs out, right? So on to the next duel. All right, boys, we're here with the next duel. So this is a mirror match. I think my opponent bricked, actually. Well, Lubellion is never a brick, but we did ash the Lubellion, so I guess that turned his whole plays into a brick, right? I probably should have waited until he activated Branded Fusion to ash the Branded Fusion, but we're living on the edge over here, right? So, and I had Imperm twice in my hand, so I was like, even if he special summons Lubellion, we're still going to be able to Imperm it, right? So he's going to go ahead and activate Tragedy, activate his Lubellion, and then we're just going to go ahead and activate Imperm. That's going to slow him down a little bit. He still has his normal summon. Yeah, you see that right there. He still does have his normal summon. So he's just going to search Albert, activate Albert, but we're going to go ahead and stop that with Imperm as well. He's going to set 1 card and then pass turn. And this is where it just turns into a hell match for my opponent. We have 2 Branded Fusions, right? Nothing he could do about that. He's going to go ahead and activate Lubellion to dump Retribution, and then Retribution add back Branded Fusion. I think that was a horrible play. I wouldn't have done that. I don't know why he did that, because he could have technically just Tragedy added back Branded Fusion on his turn instead of wasting the Retribution, because he only gets to activate Retribution once in the duel, right? So here we go. So Sorneer, we're going to go ahead and banish his Lubellion. He's going to draw off of the Regain, and then we're going to go ahead and activate Branded Fusion, right? So nothing is stopping us now at this point. We're going to go ahead and send my Fallen of Albaz to the Banish Zone, and then Tribute by Sorneer to special summon my Lubellion. We're going to go ahead and dump Regain because we're trying to beat him on his turn. We don't need to beat him on my turn. We're going to go ahead and activate Mary Jade, banish his Lubellion, and that's going to be able to special summon back his Aluber. I'm not sure why he put his Aluber in attack, but worst decision ever. So Branded Beast is going to set Regain. And then we're going to be able to set our Branded Banishment. Now, we have no target for Banishment currently, but I was hoping that he would pop my Marajade with his Branded Beast, right? So that's what we were playing around. So he's gonna go ahead and activate Branded Fusion, and then he's gonna use his Albion. I'm gonna activate Regain because he special summoned a monster and special summon back my Sornier. So now we can pop his Branded Beast, right? So he's gonna go into Marajade right here, and we're basically playing who can outsmart who at this point, right? So I shuffle back both of his monsters just so I can get a draw. I know it's probably a bad idea, but I just did it anyway because I needed the draw, right? Because Branded Fusion wasn't going to win me the game alone. So we're going to go ahead and Branded Beast right there. Send my Sornier, and then Sornier is going to be able to dump a card from my deck to the graveyard, a branded card. Marajade is going to activate to pop everything on the field in the end phase, so I'm not really worried. Once he doesn't kill me in the battle phase, we should be good to go, right? And since he has no more plays, he's just going to attack into my Lubellion and pass turn, set 2 pass turn. He's going to activate his Albion. Beast is going to set Branded Lost, and this is where he realizes that he's going to lose, right? Because I'm going to have Branded Lost, Branded Regain, Branded Beast, right? If he special summons, we get to special summon back my Sornier, right? And then if that happens, we get to activate Branded Fusion, dump Tragedy, dump Fallen of Albaz, and then we can actually activate Branded in red off of the Lubellion, right? And then send Lubellion and whatever. We have like 4 synchro plays here, and we have Banishment to be able to use his cards as fusion material as well. So really and truly, my opponent, if you look at this field right here, it looks like nothing, but on my turn, this is like a complete kill, right? Because this is one fusion summon, this is another fusion summon, this is another fusion summon. We're gonna get a fusion summon off of I did not have that anymore in the extra deck, but we could have gotten another fusion summon off of Lubellion. There's too many plays here, and my opponent knows this is it, and he's just gonna back out, right? I believe so. So he's gonna set Branded Lost. That's the worst set ever. My Marajade is going to pop his Marajade, and then he has nothing to pop on my field. And then he's just going to read the writing on the wall. He doesn't have enough plays in his back row. I'm not sure what those back row cards were, but he's going to read the writing on the wall and just back out. See how we win that mirror match? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me show you guys the deck list. Alright guys, so we have one more duel for you guys. I'm showing you guys another mirror match, right? I think this guy got to play a little bit more, but so he's going to activate Branded Fusion. We have the Ash in response, and as you can see, my hand is pretty much a brick. This is a brick, kinda. So he's going to set and just pass. I guess he bricked, right? Now my hand is just unbricked. So we're going to activate Regain, activate Lost, then activate Branded Fusion. He's going to activate the Max C, but we have the Ash as response, right? So I so much love Ash inside of this deck. Yo, Ash works so well inside of this deck. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we're going to stop the Max C, activate Branded Fusion, dump Tragedy, special summon Lubellion. Lubellion is going to dump Fallen of Albaz from my hand, and we're going to go ahead and search Aluber with my Tragedy. That's why I chain blocked it. And then we chain blocked, and then we activate Branded Lost in the last chain, which is going to search me my Cartesia. Okay, Cartesia is going to give us access to even more fusion plays. So we're going to go ahead and special summon Marajade, add our Aluber to hand. Aluber is going to normal summon Aluber. We're going to add Theater to hand, special summon Cartesia, activate Cartesia, and then just go into Masquerade, right? The reason why I went into Masquerade is because I know, right, if we do some match here, 3,000 plus 25, leaves him with like not that much life points, right? So he's gonna have to deal with my Masquerade, or else he's not gonna be able to play. We're gonna go ahead and activate Regain, shuffle back his Tragedy, and draw one. The card we draw, Max C. So he's gonna activate his Juris Worm. I wanted to stop playing because he kept his field kept on lighting up, and I wanted to see what it was. So it was Juris Worm. I wasn't too worried about that, right? So now that we have Max C in hand, we have Marajade on field. He's going to keep on taking damage, right? We're just going to go ahead and activate Max C. He doesn't have a response to the Max C. And look how quickly the hand that was a brick turned into this, right? So he's going to be able to be burnt for 600, but he's going to say, you know what? Let me just attack into this. So he's going to bounce my Marajade with Juris Worm, and then attack into my Masquerade. But then he's going to go into fusion plays, right? Which means that I can bring back my Masquerade from the graveyard. We're going to shuffle back his, I think it was his Fallen of Albaz that we shuffled back, and then special summon my Masquerade. And then now we have Theater in hand. We have, look at this hand, yo. Look at this, guys. Off of Max C. Look at this. This is crazy. This deck just does so good against Max C. Well, once you activate Max C, because every card you draw basically just gives you advantage. We're going to go ahead and activate Theater. Send my Masquerade. We're going to go into Dragostapelia just so we can stop his Marigate if it activates. And he's going to see the writing on the wall and just back out. I'm telling you guys, this version is the best version. Alright, so let's go see the deck list. Alright, boys and girls, here's the deck list. Okay, this is what I've been using, right? I'm gonna go through the card by card of what we have in the deck. I'm not gonna explain why I have them or why they're there. Make sure to like. Let's get this video to 50 likes, right? Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K subscribers. As soon as this video hits 50 likes, we're going to upload the deck list combo video so I can show you guys why this version is so much better. So let me explain some things in this deck. We won one tragedy, okay? That's all you need. I know people play 2 tragedies, but you can recycle tragedies, so there's no reason to play more than 1, okay? And we only have 3 targets in my deck. We have Aluber and we have Dramaturge, and because we have Foolish Burial with dumping tragedy all the time, my tragedy barely gets banished, okay? And then Branded in Red is basically just a bait card now in this deck. To be honest, I felt like dropping Branded in Red. It didn't feel that powerful to me, and it never came up. Branded in Red or Banishment, they both never came up in my opinion. Okay, 3 Max C, you need it. 3 Ash, you need it. I'm seeing people out there running this deck without the 3 Ash. If you want to run this deck without the 3 Ash, good luck, brother. But you need Ash, I'm sorry to tell you, okay? We run 2 Fallen of Albaz. 3 felt too much. I drew into it too many times, so I was like, I can't do it. I can't draw into it this many times. It just felt too bricky in my opinion, and drawing into it and Aluber is just like, it's like double whammy, because you want to normal summon Aluber, but you also want to normal summon Fallen of Albaz to base your opponent, but now you have no access to Branded Fusion, right? So I didn't want to do with that in my head. So we have 1 Mercurier. Reason why I have 1 Mercurier is because if it's ever banished, we just recycle it with Regain. That's my opinion on it. And then we can also add it back to, well, we can't add it back to hand, but we can, anytime it gets banished, we just recycle it, right, with Regain. That's what I always did. We have 1 Cartesia in the deck. Now, you must be saying, why is there no Fusion Deployment? I felt like Fusion Deployment is just unnecessary. There's too many ways to search Cartesia in this deck. You could search her off of Branded Loss. You could search her off of Mercuria getting banished. There's too many ways to search her. I felt like you could actually search her off of Branded in High Spirits. We'll get to that in 2 seconds, okay? 1 Magnamut, this is our Bystial package. 3 Sorneer, 1 Druid Worm, that's our Bystial package. And then obviously 1 Nubellion, okay? The Sorneers plus Branded in Red, Branded in High Spirits, full combo. You can actually set up a double Masquerade and a Marigate with Sorneer, Branded in High Spirits, and Branded in Red in hand. It's an insane combo, okay? So just keep that in mind. 1 Dramaturge, the reason why is because I felt like the deck was struggling to get through boards and kill my opponent, so I added in Dramaturge there so we can have a 3000 body on field and also get to negate if my opponent special summons a monster. We have Albion in here. Albion is the dump Retribution. Remember, always send Retribution off of Albion. It just works the best that way, okay? Foolish Burial is just another way to get to our Aluber. We just Foolish Burial Tragedy, get to Aluber, right? That's what I did it for. 3 Branded Fusion, mandatory Theater. The reason I have Theater in here is because I just needed that extra fusion. I felt like Poly wasn't good enough, and I felt like, you know, the deck was just running out of fusions. Branded in White also works. My problem with Branded in White is that it doesn't have a reoccursion, right? So so the second half of Theater is why I have Theater inside of this deck. So if a face-up non-fusion fairy monster control leaves the field by opponent card effect or is destroyed by battle, you can target 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So how this worked for me before is that someone had popped my my Dramaturge by attacking into it with like a Chimera, and I was able to special summon back my Marigate with Theater and then banish his Chimera. It was an insane play. Okay, so that's why I have Theater in here. Not only is there a fusion every single turn, it also is a reoccursion if they get rid of your Aluber. or they get rid of your Dramaturge, right? And because we're special summoning Dramaturge so much, your opponent just has to deal with it. And once they deal with it, you're able to special summon a fusion back. One branded and lost, this allows us to go ahead and search Cartesia as well, right? There's too many ways to search Cartesia in this deck. Let me tell you. Branded regain, we know why regain is here, okay? 2 branded openings, and then branded and high spirits. So let me explain branded and high spirits. High spirits plus Soynir, I think is so much better. People are using fusion deployment as a way to special summon Cartesia, right? Cartesia already special summons if Fallen of Albaz is in the graveyard or on the field, okay? If you branded in high spirits with Soynir in your hand, you can dump either Albion or you can dump your Ash Dragon. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you want to dump, you can dump them, right? And then after that, you're able to send Soynir to the graveyard and search your Cartesia. That's crazy. That's insane value, right? Let me tell you guys, you can even normal summon Cartesia, special summon it doesn't matter. I felt like Branded and High Spirits gave me the ability to put something in the graveyard to be able to special summon on my end phase, and gave me the ability to be able to get Soynir to dump to the graveyard, and gave me Cartesia in hand. That's a +3 in my opinion, because the deck works graveyard, hand, field, okay? So we have Soynir in graveyard, we have probably Retribution in graveyard, and Cartesia in hand, just off of one Branded and High Spirits, right? Versus Fusion playing special summon Cartesia. I felt like it wasn't worth it, okay? So that's why I dropped Fusion deployment altogether. We're using Branded and High Spirits. I feel like it's a +3 inside of the deck, and you get to add it back to your hand in the end phase. It just worked perfect for me, okay? So that's why I have it in here. We have 1 Branded in red, 3 Imperm, 1 Branded Banishment, 1 Retribution, and then 1 Branded Beast. This is just to be able to do the Beast regain cycle, and then you could actually dump Lost as well to be able to do that, okay? For our extra deck, we have Draco Stapelia, Ash Dragon, 2 Albion. We have 1 Maestron, I think this is called, right? The reason I have Maestron is because a lot of people are playing, you know, spellcasters, because Cartesia is a spellcaster. So to interrupt them, you know, you banishment, bring back your Albion, because we do fusion summon Albion a lot just to tribute it off of Lubellion, so it is end up in the graveyard properly summoned, so you can special summon it off of Branded Banishment, and then when they have Cartesia on field, you can actually go into that. Plus, I've been going up against a lot of Endymion, so I felt like I needed it. We have Chloritis, 2 Masquerade, 2 Mary Jade, 1 Lubellion. You shuffle Lubellion back all the time. Worked for me. 1 Aluba, 1 Grangol. Grangol dumps your Albion or your Titaniclad, right? One of the two. And then Rimbrum. Rimbrum is to get McCurry in the graveyard, and then you can actually use your Bestial monsters to banish your Mercurier to go ahead and search Cartesia, right? And since it's already Rindrum is already on field, that means that Fallen of Albaz is in the graveyard, which means you can special summon your Cartesia, okay? And then 1 Guardian Chimera. So make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you like, comment. Once we get to 50 likes, we're dropping the deck list combo video, okay? It's been your boy Jay Pizzy. Peace, signing out. Take care, stay blessed, stay highly favored, stay prosperous, healthy, and wealthy, okay? Have a good one. Peace.